If you have brought this media platform together, I'm sure they would have done some level of syndication. That they will say, okay, Uncle Plat's platform has strength within this enclave. So we expect that you will cover this, you and these three platforms will cover it. But you want to decide who participates in the coverage, sits or resides in the EC at the local level. But when they finish selecting them, they have no power to grant them accreditation. Ought to be forwarded to the top for the top to provide accreditation. I'm thinking that those things could have been left with the local level to do. Because if you're asking, for instance, my hometown Brekum, or you go to Mampon or Bremene Sukuma and ask that the platforms in that area to cover, I'm not sure you will have more than 8 have been had in a broader context. A lot more suggestions would have come through that would have enriched all this memo so that these discussions would not have happened. But I'm saying that the issues can still be revisited. We encourage the EC to look into it again. As an individual, I have taken the stance that I do not want to defend the actions of EC in whatever context. If there's the need to criticize them, I'll criticize them. If there's the need to applaud them, I'll applaud them. The reason why I'm taking that stance is that when you decide to defend actions of the Electoral Commission, it sends some signals as though you are in bed with the Electoral Commission. So we expect that the Electoral Commission will follow these discussions and look at the cogent analysis being provided across the country by the media organizations themselves and individuals who have worked over the years in these circles, listen to them, engage with the bodies, GJA, GIBA, PRIMPA, and the rest, and have better understanding of the situation and provide a workable solution to this impasse.
Liable, and the station is liable. Yeah. Now, we've had a situation where presenters, have actually sat on television and radio and deliberately misinformed the population. Yeah. There was this guy who said that there are 12 candidates on the ballot for presidential election. So if you want to vote for number 12, you actually thumbprint from number 1 all the way to 12. Deliberate misinformation. There's this guy who says that, look, the elections will be held on different days for different candidates. Deliberate disinformation and so on. And if this happens, and then you promptly arrest the presenter and grant him bail the same day, and he goes home, there's no prosecution, and there's no indication of prosecution before the elections and so on. Grant him bail very quickly and forget about the issue. If that was done by a writer of which other paper can I think about? Daily Post. Is that how the issue would have been treated? So we are beginning to sense some unfairness in the treatment of media houses, way beyond accreditation. Way beyond accreditation, you can have a sense of unfairness, in the treatment of media houses, and that does not bode well for transparent elections in Ghana.
You see, Richard, the issue Kwesi raises just brought us something to mind, and there's even a story here in part of the news items that we have before us. Asidun Ketia threatens legal action over doctored free SHS videotape. And I've been wondering, quite a number of the ads, and here I'm not talking about things that people are posting just on social media, but officially sanctioned adverts. And I ask, here on the show, whatever is discussed here, we are responsible for what is discussed here. Whoever says it, the medium that it is published on and all that. What about political party ads that are libelous or that are perhaps, I don't even want to say, okay, so unethical or that are plain fabricated stuff, lies. You know, because the impression I get is that for us, the media houses, once the political parties bring their ads, we play it. It's as if how we treat news items, news analysis, is different from how we treat political party ads. And I ask myself, what's the difference? Because, you see, last year or 2 years ago, I sat here, I got a letter from the FDA. And they had fined us 30,000 CDs or something. What was the issue? On one of the programs on the show, a resource person on the program, in discussing some health conditions, I think that the person on the show also owns a certified herbal clinic with certified herbal products, and apparently had a product that had not completed the certification. Okay. So in speaking about that medical condition, then I think that he mentioned the product. They didn't show the product or anything, but that mention, and this was contained in the letter from the FDA, that the fact that the guy mentioned that name and they had not certified that product, we had broadcast an unlicensed product. In a panel discussion, it's not that we advertised the product or did an LPM or played an ad. Yes, and I agree that it constitutes a publication. Yeah. You know, so on the basis of that, what a panelist said, they wrote to us and they fined us 30,000. But I'm wondering all these ads, and my point is that it's now become like official, because once it is part of the official ads placed by a political party, then it is not like a Kofi Bruce who is sitting on social media and has done something. Even that one.
I agree with you, and I've been thinking about this whole subject because of the kind of advertisement we are seeing on TV and hearing on radio. I think that going into the future, there ought to be an institution that can look into the kind of advertisement that would place on platforms for political reasons.
Well, there is. There are standards.
But I see nobody's following that. Nobody's doing anything.
Standards have been set.
And I have a major issue with that. I'm sure if you give the NDC as a political party opportunity, they will list a number of advertisements that they will tell you that perhaps A, B, C, D, they disagree or they think that what is communicated is untrue. But MPP, I can tell you a good number of them. And you will see serious platforms that ought to know better, playing all these advertisements.
But you see, apart from the claims,
you cited one of
them. Apart from the claims are things that even journalists are blamed for. Let's say in a discussion like this, and then one of you makes claims, and people expect that I should fact check.
Yes. And ask me to retract.
Yes, and there are times that I probably don't even know.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Sure.
There are times that the person who is moderating the show does not even have that knowledge to even say that what the person is doing is, what the person is saying is right or wrong. There are times that you can say that people are just negligent or unprofessional in what they do and all that. But here, I'm even talking specifically about
a package advertisement.
Doctored. You see, it's so I'm trying to make a distinction. I'm not saying they are both one is right and one is wrong, but I'm saying that doctored, when tapes are doctored, and these organizations then use them as official advertisement, and we also take them and we use them. And I've seen a tit-for-tat scenario where there's a political party playing some adverts and making some very scandalous allegations against a candidate. So the other party also did a similar thing. Then now, the first party is going around protesting to the media houses that don't accept,
withdraw this
advert.
Yes. Yes, and I think that it's very dangerous. Mm-hmm. I mean, citing examples, perhaps, because listen to one advertisement. It goes like Dr. Baumia eats pork and drinks alcohol. We all know.
Is it on TV and radio?
On TV and radio. We know that Dr. Baumia has never taken alcohol in his life before, and he doesn't eat pork.
How do you know? I'm not saying that advert is acceptable. That advert is wrong.
I'm crazy.
But Mr. to make a statement that throughout his life,
I know
he's never taken alcohol.
Yes, I know. Because I've spoken to the man.
Oh, that's all.
Yes.
Okay.
But you know, if I've spoken to the man, and he doesn't.
I think that advert is unfair.
And it's not even. There's no sense in doing those kind of politics. There's no sense in it. For whatever mischief you want to achieve, I'm saying that we've gone beyond these kind of things.
Have you seen?
I will not vote for President Mahama. I do not support NDC. I think the MPP is better in terms of running the country, and MPP has done better for the country. But I will not use platform to rain insults and insinuations on his person.
But you have official adverts, for example, one that says this and that and that and that and all that, which is officially being run by you. When I say you, I mean your party. Now, if you take the issue of Asiedun Ketia on free SHS, you have the tape of what he actually said. And the thing started as doctored tape on social media. But the next thing then is that it becomes an official advertisement. Now, when you have a situation where the government, for 2 years, said that they had launched a campaign on misinformation and disinformation, and that is the biggest threat, you know, to any society, and that same government then turns a doctored tape. Like I said, we saw it on social media. We can live with it. It is up to the other side to also provide the tape itself. I mean, on this show, I've had occasion of playing both tapes when maybe a panelist requests that, oh, this person said, I said, okay, this is the tape, replace it. Then it's brought to my information that, oh no, it is not true, it's doctored. We play the other one. It's happened here on a few occasions, you know. But for now, the same government that has launched a campaign against disinformation by the Ministry of Information for over 2 years, to now use a doctored tape as a basis for an official advertisement. How do you describe that? And here I'm talking about the Asiedun Ketia thing. So I'm not surprised that it says it's threatening legal action. And I'm going to play to our viewers both tapes.
But look, the Asiedun Ketia one, I don't know what to say. The one on Dr. Toniedu. Have you seen?
Yes.
I mean, that's unbelievable. And the claim is that
that one was a slip.
No. Have you seen the two tapes?
If the production finds that, I also play for you both.
The one Dr. Toniedu was heard saying that they should vote for Dr. Baumia.
So you didn't even realize that it was.
I thought it was a slip.
No.
And this thing do happen.
No, it wasn't a slip. So I can play both for you.
It's a doctor tape.
So how you have a situation where government says it's 2 years, for 2 years?
So somebody want to tell one political party is being pushed. But whatever the situation is, I think that we need to move away from the kind of politics that we do. We ought to look at the fact that Ghana as a corporate entity should be bigger than the sum of our individual ambitions, and then the political affiliations and tribal affiliations, religious affiliations. Ghana as an entity ought to be the most important thing that everybody ought to look at, how we can progress the country. Because, I mean, when you listen to some of the adverts, some of them are scandalous. Some of them you feel like when an individual decides to sue the platforms that are playing those, they will get judgment. But because people know that right after the election, people do forget all these things. And around this time, you will not waste time chasing into the future. We ought to look at it that a body, because if you leave it to politicians to sort of self-regulate, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it because they know that what they are communicating is not the truth. This issue about tapes and it being doctored, we've heard it. There are some of them that you realize that indeed it was the truth, but the person claims it was doctored. You can let it slide. But you can also look at some of them that people really sat down and just did the piecing together and doctored the tape. All those things are out there. And there are others too that people maliciously put out information that they know to be untruth. Untruth. People just decide to rain insults and insinuations, castigate people, destroy people's hard-won images and reputation, and they do that for no apparent reasons, all because the media outlets will be paid some few cedis just to do.
Some of these, pieces of information and so on. And if you do the intelligence assessment, it's frightening. You see, when we repeatedly get postings on social media claiming that individuals have been arrested, and I've been a victim of that, you sit down and you ask yourself, what could the motive be? I haven't been arrested. Yes. There's something which is circulating on social media that I've been arrested. What could the motive be? Very simple. Could well be that there's a plan to arrest you in the future. Okay. So if it's released now, and people tend to find out that, oh no, the arrest has not been effected and so on. When the real arrest comes, public reaction is dull.
Yeah. So the person who intends to engage in a lot of misinformation and disinformation starts out by launching a campaign to fight it. Starts out by launching a campaign to fight it. But they know really that their intention is really
being arrested, and so you ought to be worried. Because it could be an indication that people are going to be arrested. You understand what I'm saying? And the whole effort is to dull public reaction. Because next time somebody is really arrested, you begin to wonder whether it is true or not. And by the time you establish that it is true, maybe a few days may have gone by, and so on. So public reaction to arbitrariness and official intimidation is then dulled. That's a very frightening analysis. Really frightening analysis, Look, those who are engaged in this business, they should be careful. They should be extremely careful. Because, Richard, you know, as well as I, that when things blow up, a lot of times, it is not the target. I think it was around 1982 or thereabout. And this young officer in the army, promising young officer in the army, who would like to jog in the morning. So he wakes up, he's in his tracksuit, he goes to jog, and he's gunned down. He's gunned down because it is alleged that dissidents who want to overthrow the government are wearing tracksuits. He's seen a tracksuit and he's gunned down. Innocent person. The only mistake he made that morning was to wear a tracksuit. You understand? So those who are fueling these things, they should be careful. They could be caught in the crossfire. They could become victims of their own machinations, malicious machinations. You understand what I'm saying?
And I think another point I want to make is that in our quest to convince the populace to vote for our political parties and choose our preferred candidates, we need to understand that after the election, the country would have to move on. So whatever you do that seeks to
Here's Kwame and Yao. Bet saver, win, even if your bet misses.
Hey guys, so I got this app. It's called Ayoba. And the good news is I don't need to use my data bundle because I'm on MTN. Charlie, the app just did be.
Ayoba, the all-in-one app that lets you chat, call, read, play, pay, and listen. Use Ayoba at no data cost on MTN. Download Ayoba now.
Hey, Cha, once again, you're welcome. Hey, how is my nephew?
By God's grace, he's well. It's the reason why I came here today. Opa, thank you for sending us money the last time. It was very useful. As I sent it to your nephew in school to be buying food small. You already know the feeding challenges with free SHS these days. He's already home for vacation, and I need some help to enroll him in private classes.
But he just left for school a few weeks ago. I mean, as for this your traffic license, I don't understand. And we have to cough money for extra classes in this economy.
Look, it's unfortunate the way we are playing with the future of these children.
Yes.
This free senior high school program needs to be improved. And that is where John Mahama comes in.
They say he's coming to cancel the free SHS when he comes. So
how can the person who include the private senior high schools in the program? You know, he's also going to decentralize and improve the food procurement to make sure that our children can eat good food while they're in school.
Echa, money can breathe.
I'm going to campaign for John Mahama because I want quality free SHS for my children. Enough of the traffic lights.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Experience the enhanced protection of Star Motor Third Party Extra from Star Assurance, an enhanced motor third party insurance policy that provides cover for loss or damage to your vehicle's windscreens, side mirrors, back glass, and other glass components. Whether it's a crack or major damage, you can drive with the assurance that your vehicle is well protected. Our commitment to you includes affordable coverage options and a claims process that is both fast and straightforward, so you spend less time dealing with paperwork and more time on the road. Also, we have proudly partnered with Hope for Little Lives, an organization dedicated to supporting children in need. By choosing Star Motor Third Party Extra, you're protecting your vehicle and making a positive impact. Every policy you buy helps bring joy and support to children in underserved communities. Reach out to us now on our toll-free numbers 0800-177-177 or 0302-245-906 to sign up. Let us help you drive with peace of mind and purpose. Star Motor Third Party Extra. Drive with confidence, give back with heart.
Star Assurance, your solid partner.
Right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana Live on Metro TV, and you realize that we had an abrupt break. We actually took a break, and maybe you can still hear some noise out there, and it has to do with some armed men, armed policemen, and some other persons who were trying to forcibly enter the studio here. We do not know what it is for, but they were trying to forcibly enter the studio, and our private security has been trying to prevent them. A couple of them are injured. They actually been thrown here into the studio, the studio, and that's why we took the break. Okay, I'm sure that our people are also trying to reach the police authority to see, but they are here with some policemen. I don't know why they are here and why they wanted to forcibly enter this particular studio in the middle of a live show. But that's the situation that we're dealing with now. Kwesi and Richard, I'm sure I've been able to
it's very strange. I mean, why would a mob try to enter a studio? I mean, live studio, a studio where a live program is taking place. You know, and I'm particularly worried for the security staff of Metro. One of them is currently injured, you know, and they're trying to take care of him. What is happening? Richard, do you have any understanding of what is happening?
I'm sure I was the one speaking.
Policemen. Why would police accompany? What's the involvement of the police?
I mean, the point is that whatever the situation, you could even wait for the program to end.
Yeah. But they're trying to break
into the studio. And actually, I was the one talking, so I was startled.
Yeah.
And I'm sure.
Because I realized you stopped.
Because I couldn't understand. I've been here a couple of times and I've not seen. I mean, whatever the situation is, I think that the Ghana police need to act and handle the situation. It's really not good. It's not really good.
And this is something which would actually happen on election day. You know that?
Well, incidentally, just yesterday, the IGP had announced some measures that they're going to put in place to ensure security for media houses. So the police personnel were responsible for Ignite Media, which is our media platforms, were actually here yesterday.
Yeah, we met them
to hold a meeting with us on all these things. Incidentally, theirs is something that will start from Friday, the 6th of December, till the results are declared. But obviously, this is evidence of, I mean, some of the things that could happen.
What shocks me is that we are told that this mob is accompanied by uniformed police personnel.
Yes.
Your interest as an individual, you should know that your interest should not supersede that of the nation. And the next thing that people need to appreciate is that when you are dead and gone, country Ghana will live more. There were people who were more powerful, greater, more sensible than we left on the planet at the moment, who have come through this country and they are gone. So whatever decision that you are taking, whatever you are doing, look at the collective interest of the country. Not this, I do not know for whatever reason that this people...
So I'm getting a lot of messages from people where I can say that we're safe.
I've also seen a couple of...
At the expense of
the
security personnel here who are injured and all that.
Randy, what makes you think that
Crazy and Richard has prevented me. I'd actually wanted to go out.
No, but Randy, what makes you think that you are safe?
Well,
out there, who knows what is going to happen? Especially as we don't know what this mob is looking for. You know, we don't know what is it that is pushing them and so on. It's still a frightening situation.
It's terrible.
Well, whilst we're at it, well, you've been there, you've placed the perfect multi-bet and it's all going your way until it's not, and one or more picks let you down. Well, with Betway's Bet Saver feature, you can win even if your bet misses. Even on multiple losses, you can get your bet back and more. Bet Saver is exclusive to Betway, get way more. Terms and conditions apply. This is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way, Betway, get way more. And the 2024 annual Thanksgiving service of the Jospon Group of Companies is on. It started on Monday, the 25th of November, and it's going to go on till Friday, the 29th of November at the forecourt of Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, Naijo Ashalibutri, Accra, under the theme Jesus Christ is more than enough, and it's taken from Luke chapter.
Who has some skills, so
I'm sure that some of the managers will come and make sure that it's sent to the hospital as early as possible.
It's make the whole program.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
This is just what we've been discussing this morning.
You know the funny things about life, those who go to this extent to do things like that, they are the one who hardly benefit when the catch is made. No.
Anyway, okay. So we were on the issue of the doctor tapes and all that, and Richard, you were surprised by the tornado one because you thought that.
I thought that it was a slip. So I just, I mean, if I hear President Mahama stand on the platform and say that vote for Dr. Baumia, obviously I will know that it's a slip. If I hear NDC member of parliament or even any of their top guns, apart from those who are peppered in their hearts and their efforts are known that you know what they've fallen out with the party, out there campaigning for another party, like some of my party members who are now gone astray, who decide to perhaps go and campaign.
Gone astray.
Some of my party members who have gone astray and they decide that now they want to go and campaign for NDC. I would understand that. But if I know that from the word go, all your efforts, energies has been supporting your candidate, working, and you stand on the platform and you slip, I will not take it serious that you are campaigning for, and I will not make anything out of it. Because you've seen that a lot of times in our politics. It happened to, I think that even happened to President Mahama in the past, but I think it was a parliament. That's
vote for. I mean, why would you do that?
You say vote for Mahama, and the candidate reminds you that he's not Mahama, and you repeat it again.
I'm saying that is why I'm saying that these things are slips, and we need to analyze. It's a human institution.
You want the Napo?
I've not seen it.
Okay.
And I don't see it because if anything like that happened, I know it would be a slip.
He doesn't want to see it. So
if anything had happened, it would be a slip.
No, that's why I asked if you are saying it, because if the first time is a slip, fine. But when the person reminds you and you repeat it again, is that also a slip?
I'm saying it will be a slip.
Okay.
A slip is a slip.
Okay. Let's watch because you said I'm not a Napo. I'm not going to play those ones. I'm not going to play those Nilante and those ones. No. But
who should Ghanaians vote for?
Of course, I'm an NDC man, and I think Ghanaians should vote for Baumia.
Who should Ghanaians vote for?
Of course, I'm an NDC man, and I think Ghanaians should vote for Baumia.
In a nutshell,
a destroyer.
Who should Ghanaians vote for?
Of course, I'm an NDC man, and in
a nutshell,
a destroyer.
Who should Ghanaians vote for?
They talk to me no ayebetwam free senior nananom free senior high ayebetwam enunti sa school no a yaba shisha no say traffic light red track a yellow track green track eno de e kosuruba form wo mu di pusagrama NDC ba ebetwa sa track no mafiri ho na kwaye befa so atwamu tia ya secondary school so ani ahya ase no ye wie ni nyina akwala bia benya school no bia ko ye nyina makwaya ni amakwai ye ko school mu a ni atra ho bo so memiensa ansa ni amakwaya mankwala na bafi enti eno de ye betwa track ni de to so mienu a ye betwam nananom MPP for kasa ye ade bia free a ewa ho chobo ene nte ho enunti na omo kasa ye in free ene free senior high aduane a wo mu di no school ho ebra ye ti akonwa so no ye budget a ye yi headmaster bia sika edi koma wo mu wo school ho one ne beza ene hweso edidi dwa eto nuane ema enkwala no die ene MPP ba ya chobo nti bodie okro makra ya say headmaster ya mane nto bodie e wo nukro mo ya mfa bodie no nyina ma contract na nipa ba ko nto bodie supply school so e wo Ghana nyina ebi a wuti ahwerewa mu ha ya say usuku bodie abedrum krai faka befa na fabre school ho na benu amankwala no gene e wo ho contractor fo awon e wo ho contractor fo aburo ewa ho contractor fo emo ewa ho contractor enu nti ba bia schools nu wo no headmaster fo a wo mo ho wo mu ni akwanya se bibi efo aduane bi efo kura wo mantamu ha obenya sika dia atode amankwala no headmaster fo ko trans school mu a na wo mo de wo mo nsa se damri fo mu a ye twan se aduane be free nkran ba aduane mai na headmaster obebo ni hu musuo se aduane ni ho enkwala no nkofie no ade achi ye yesi yeyi na bi enunti sa sukuu no a ya ba shisha no se traffic.
Who should Ghanaians vote for?
Of course, I'm an NDC man, and I think Ghanaians should vote for Bawumia.
Who should
They talk to me no ayebetwam free senior high MPP for kasa ye adie bia free a ewa ho chobo enente ho enunti na omo kasa ye in free nananom free senior they talk to me no ayebetwam free senior high MPP for kasa ye adie bia free a ewa ho chobo enente ho enunti na omo kasa ye in free nananom.
Here's Kwame and Yao. After hours of nothing better than having it saved. Bet saver, win, even if your bet misses.
Using Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture, brought to you by Koa Research and Manufacturing Limited Company, proudly made in Ghana. Formulated to support your general well-being. For those seeking immune system support, there is Koa Plus Mixture. Support your body's defenses and stay strong. When it comes to combating malaria, Koa MT Mixture will aid your treatments. For effective relief from malaria symptoms, try Koa MT Mixture. Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture are not recommended for pregnant women, lactating mothers, and children under 12 years. Always take a malaria test before using Koa MT Mixture. Choose Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture for your health needs. Available now at pharmacies nationwide. For bulk purchases, contact 0244 726611 or 0591 565 778. This advert is a...
How far with your intention?
To be honest, I'm so nervous about starting this new role on Monday.
Oh please, I know you'll be great at it. You should be worried about what benefits they have. Example, do they have health insurance?
I doubt they will have that for